Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video we have another 25 card CGC submission. Alright, so I'm not seeing a pedigree on this one, so this one may not be from a video. Let's see what it has, like a live opening. Oh, okay, cool. We have a Pikachu on the ball, starting off pretty strong with the pristine 10 right there. If I submitted one of these, I probably submitted a few more, so let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, there we go. 2 for 2 on the pristine 10s. So far, no perfect. If I get a perfect, that thing might be going in my personal collection. I like the futsal, the youth futsal program. Pikachu on the ball. I like all 5 of those, but this Pikachu right here, for the longest time, people thought that, it wasn't going to come out. And then when it did, I mean, there were times where people were paying literally thousands of dollars for these cards. And now they're like 20 bucks, or they were 20 bucks. I'm not sure where they're at now. Look at that. We did get a perfect on a Pikachu, but it's the V Union. This is Sword Shield 139. I had so many of these things. I went through maybe 10 of them, and I picked out one of each that I thought was the best that I could see from those 10. But I literally had hundreds and hundreds of these things because you could get celebration packs, with this Pikachu V Union box. And I was like, yeah, let me order it. Because you could order them and the Lance's Charizard by the pallet load, so I was just breaking them down. Oh, this one got the 8.5. There we go. It looks like it's kind of tilted on the centering, so that's probably why for that one. Let's see what else we have. Oh, there we go. Got a perfect 10 again, so it looks like 2 for 3. I picked out something pretty good. That second one there, I just didn't look at the centering as well as I thought. Of course, it could have been something else too, maybe on the surface, but I thought it was the centering. And then the last one pulled a pristine 10. There we go. That's a pretty cool... I wonder if anybody's ever got a sequential V Union perfect set. That would be pretty sweet. All right, whatever this is, I can definitely tell there's some damage here. So maybe this is something a little bit higher end, but older. Oh, here's what we got right here. So let me see if the next card. Yeah, there we go. So if you guys are looking at these two, you might not realize there's something completely different with the one, and the label actually says it. It says it's the reverse hollow Pokebody era. So if you're looking at this one right here, this one is correctly placed with the reverse hollow. It doesn't have the reverse hollow misplaced, where the Pokebody is. However, if you look at this one, you can see the first part of Pokebody is hollow, and then there's also part of the background that is supposed to be reverse hollow that's not. That's because the little bubble that they put on there for the Pokebody was misplaced. And this is something that was repeated. It's not a one-off. Not many people know about it because the EX era, like after the Wizards of the Coast timeline, a lot of the eras kind of drop off. People don't know about them as much. Like that's the biggest timeline for people collecting stuff. The earlier you go back, the more pronounced they are, I guess you could say, like from base set, all that stuff. The no damage Ninetales, the Red Cheeks era Pikachus, the Ghost Pikachus, that stuff. People really collect those pretty heavy, but not many people know about this kind of stuff. But they do exist. There's other eras within EX all the way through the newest sets that we do know about. I'm not sure of a ton from the Sword Shield era, but I know there's like glossy eras and different things like that. But things that were repeated, that were eventually corrected, and you can see right there we have both versions, both the error and the corrected version. Oh yeah, here was another blank that I ended up picking up. This one scored a little bit higher grade, I think because the centering was better, but we have the Near Mint plus 8.5. Actually, I have more of the build and battle decks that I'm hoping to break down and see if I can get some more of these out of there. Typically what I found is about 1 per 10 cases that you have to order, so it's really, I mean, you got to spend way more than what the card is worth to get to them, but at the same time, it's kind of pretty cool. All right, so this one to me looks like it might be OC. It's not showing on the back side like a minor miscut, but we'll see what it says on the front. Okay, so it just put the OC in the centering. Now, I don't know if that's something a little bit different that CGC is doing, or if because it wasn't quite miscut enough, it didn't get the minor miscut or error label. It just says centering OC. You can see right there the surface is a 7, which I remember when I had several of these. These from these build and battle decks that I was opening up. I had a lot of these little pre-release promos that come in those build and battle decks. There were several that were miscut, and a lot of times if I send out the ones that look like this, customers, they're not happy about it. They want to have really good center stuff, or at least stuff that's not super off center. So I set them aside, and it ends up working out for me as well, because then I can sell them to like an error collector. This one you can see is miscut. Doesn't even say like the minor miscut, just says miscut, probably because it shows an entirely different card. And there we go. We have the Magnemite I wonder if I had the, let me just set it right here, see if the next one is possibly a miscut that shows part of this Magnemite, or what is that? This may be a Duo maybe? Let's see. Oh, no, Eradicate. I'm so used to looking at it, but most likely, yeah. Okay, you can see like where the letters would line up for that. You have the R and the T. You got the other T and the A. So at least I would think of that way. It almost looks like it could go this way too with the M right there. Which way do you guys think it goes? Because it almost, I mean, it looks like it could line up right there. A conundrum. Either way, I think these two cards do stack, and we have them both in the Error 9. You can see the miscuts there. Still got a handful of these. I like grading them here and there. It always surprises me. You know, I put them on eBay. Usually I sell them for like 50 or 70 bucks, and then people like to pick them up and put them into their collection. So we have a Japanese. This is probably just going to be like an OC card since it doesn't show anything off on one side. Yeah, there we go. I think maybe the left to right and up down, maybe it's just like one direction. That's when it does OC. I'd be kind of curious to know what qualifies a card as like OC versus like a minor miscut. But you can see right there the surface with the 6 that brought it down. I think it's because that top edge right there has a little bit of a lip right there in the middle, but it's still pretty cool. You don't see many Japanese OC cards. The print quality is that much better. All right, let's see what we have in this next one. All right, so we have another minor miscut, and it's a Snorlax. So this is from the Battle Academy. Same thing with the Battle Academy. I had a handful of cards from the 2020 Battle Academy that were miscut. I mean, there were a lot of cards that I went through to get just a few miscut cards. All right, so we have another minor miscut. And this one is, there's the Mew from the Battle Academy. There we go. All right, what do we have next? All right, so it's a new back card, Charizard EX. So I had this one because I was going to grade it. This is when I was going for all of the PSA 10 Charizards, like really hard. And then I ended up getting one for pretty cheap, so I just set it back and never graded it. And there it is. I could always find a holo version of this card for like the, maybe I'm thinking of a different deck that was like 2 decks or something. But this non-holographic one just did not seem to pop up much, even though it was from 2015. And it'd be a pretty decently easy grade. But you can see right there, pulled the Gem Mint 9.5. All right, what do we have next? Another new back, Sylveon VMAX. There we go. I think this was an extra character super rare that I found in my box, and I thought it would be a pretty cool card to grade. I really like that artwork. It's a pretty cheap card at the moment. Ooh, look at that. An Eevee Heroes, perfect. And this is the Leafeon V. Man, that's a good hit right there. Very cool. Man, the Japanese print quality, sometimes it can just be on a whole nother level. All right, we have another Japanese new back. There's the Flareon V. So from the same set, this one pulled the pristine 10. Wow. A couple decent grades right there back to back. Oh, and we got the perfect 10 on the Jolteon V as well. That's what I'm talking about. So we went 3 for 3 with the 10s, 2 of them being perfects from the Eevee Heroes. Or, well, if they'd been a Vaporeon, I guess it would have been the original. All right, back to an English card. Oh, there's the Sylveon VMAX. So this is the Play Pokemon Prize Pack number 1. And you can see right there, it's got the Play little emblem. Pulled the 8.5. From what I could tell, usually the condition on these, they weren't that great. I had a few Charizards that I've been picking up to try to get the 10, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Ooh, there's the Jolteon VMAX, also from the Play Prize Pack. And that one was a 9. And then here's the last one from the Play Prize Pack number 1, I believe. Yes, and there it is, the Glaceon VMAX. So if you guys are looking for any of the Evolutions variations for those, these will probably be up for sale soon. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and the variety that we showed here. We should have another video coming out really soon. Thanks.